Sonia. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk about someone, maybe a friend. Let's talk about a friend that we spoke to recently. Okay, or someone we have spoken to recently. Okay. So when you want to describe this friend, you want to describe. Okay. So you would say, let's say my friend, and then you want to use a verb, for example, something that you can see.
My friend is very elegant.
Is very elegant. Yeah, you can see it.
Looks.
Yeah, exactly. So looks, or in the past, of course, looked. So right now we're going to talk about look. Okay. Now, so that's a good one. Now, so look is the eyes. What's the ears?
Sounded.
Exactly. And in the past?
Sounded.
Sounded. Okay, sounded. Okay, and then the other one, it can be, you know, seeing, it can be sound, but it's more general.
Seem.
It seems, yeah, exactly. Looks, and in the past it's
Seemed.
Seemed. So here it's like this, seemed. But actually instead of short, seemed. Okay, and this one is sounded. So sounded and looked. So this one, they do sound a little bit different. If you look at this one almost like a T. It sounds like a T. For example, you could say looked. This one sounded. And this one seemed. It's not seemed. Seemed. Okay. But now, so you're going to talk about these options. But then let's say you want to use all of these right here. You can, you know, put different things at the end. Now, what if you want to use let's say an adjective? How would you put it? What are some adjectives?
Beautiful. Look.
Okay. For example, beautiful. Okay. So
Handsome.
Handsome. Yes. Okay. Exactly. So beautiful, handsome. Okay. Beautiful, handsome. Okay. Pretty, etc. Okay. Now, another option would be if a noun, something. My friend looked not beautiful. My friend looked
sad.
Well, that's also an adjective. You want to say, for example, a person or a thing. For example, a celebrity. My friend looked
like
a celebrity. Like a celebrity. Okay, so you see, it's the same verb. My friend looked beautiful. My friend sounded beautiful. My friend seemed beautiful. Good. My friend looked like a celebrity. My friend sounded like a celebrity. My friend seemed like a celebrity. Okay, so you can use all of these, but it changes a little bit depending on what this is. Okay, depending on what this is. Okay, now the other one, okay, if it's like a situation, okay. So for example, let's say a friend, my friend, she was sad. Or she was having a bad day.
Mm.
You see, so it's not adjective, it's not a thing. It was like a verb. It was like a clause.
In sound or what do my friends sound
So what goes
tired?
here? But you want to put something. My friend looked, she was having a bad
In
day.
look.
What can go here? You have two options.
That.
That.
My friend seemed that she was, there's a one that's better.
My
S.
friend sounded.
Yeah, that's,
If no,
that's a good one. So that's, it can be only as, or
as
as
no,
if,
if
as if she was having a bad day. And sometimes you can also put like. Okay, it sounded like she was having a bad day. It can also be like, but the as if. Okay, because this is a situation, as if. So it's if because situation. Okay, for example, if you go to the place, that's a situation. If you go to the mall, buy something for me. Okay, so this is a situation, and the if tells you situation, and as it's all a comparative as something. Okay, twice as big. Okay, so we're going to use this. Okay, and we're going to go around. So think right now of a friend that you spoke to recently. Maybe today in the morning, maybe yesterday, maybe this week. Okay, so tell us about your friend. Oh, I spoke to my friend, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and he looked really tired because he hadn't slept the night before. He sounded like a sick person, or he sounded as if he had just gotten COVID. Okay, because he sounded like like a child. Okay, for example, he sounded like a kid. His voice was very, very, high pitched. He sounded like a child speaking, and that was very weird. So I asked him, blah, 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 and then just tell us, the story, or just tell us what you talked about and if the friend was having any problems. Maybe.
But can I say I called with my comadre and she sounded worried.
Worried.
Okay.
She sounded worried. Good. Okay. Because that's worried is an adjective. It's an adjective. Okay. She sounded worried. Okay. Good. Okay. So think of it doesn't have to be problems. It can be maybe you spoke to your friend and your friend was very happy because it was her birthday. So she seemed very excited. Okay. And you can also put very, very beautiful, very excited, very handsome, very worried. Okay. All right. So let's start with you, Ara, since so tell your comadre.
Yeah, yesterday I called with my comadre.
Okay. So I called my comadre.
I called my comadre and she sounded worried because, and I asked her what happened, and she told me your mother was sick. Her mother was sick, and her mother is going to need. She's going to need dialysis, and she needs some money, and she asked me if I can I help her to promotion her plates to sell for get money for the dialysis.
So help her promote.
Help her promote her dishes because she wants to sell them to get money for the dialysis.
Yes, good. Yes. Very good story. So thank you, Ada, for that. Now let's ask Emily. Who did you speak to this week, and what were they like?
I spoke to my friend this morning. Her name is Anne, and she sounded like a happy person because she's opening her own art exhibition today. And she looked very elegant, and she seemed like she was having an amazing day.
Wow. Yeah, she seemed like she was having an amazing day. I like that. That's a great sentence. Perfect, Anne. So, and she has her museum or her gallery? Art
Exhibition.
Wow. Yes, she you could say she must be, that's another one. She must be very excited, very excited about that. Awesome.
She even showed me like her cover for like
wow.
Like a Mickey Mouse, right? It's like a Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. I can't wait to see like which paintings she drew for this exhibition.
Oh wow, she drew.
She drew, yeah.
So painted maybe, because it's
painted, yes.
Wow, awesome.
She's super talented.
It looks like it. Very good. Perfect. Okay, so you see, it looks, even you say it looks like it. It looks like it. It looks like it. So you see, it looks like it.
Looks like.
And Ferry, tell us about your the person that you spoke to this week.
Okay, I visited my friend here in Prague yesterday. I came to his flat, and my friend seemed as he was having a hard time with the current job.
As if he was having a hard time.
Yeah, and he also looked annoyed by this job. Okay. Because he was on a vacation for 10 days, and yesterday he came for the first time after 10 days, and he told me that he don't want to work anymore.
Really? He wants to quit?
Yes, he was thinking about to quit the job, but he was also proposing the idea that he will be investing all money in crypto and Tesla.
Wow, that's very risky. Very risky. Okay, well, that's good. Yes, the same friend, your annoying friend, right?
Yes, the same.
The same one. I understand. Okay. Awesome. So let's look into this this grammar right here. Okay. So here we have it. All right. So this is exactly what I explained to you right now. Okay. So Emily, can you read the blue box?
Linking verbs, be, look, seem, feel, sound, taste, and smell are all linking verbs. These verbs can be followed by different patterns.
That's right. So to be, okay, he is, okay, she is, look, we talked about it, seem, feel, okay, that's something like the touch. Sound, we talked about sound. Taste, because these are all the senses. And smells. Okay, smells nice. Smells like a flower shop. Smells as if somebody burned the rice. Okay, so let's look at these. Okay, so these are some examples. Okay, so we will look at these sentences from exercise 1 and the conversations, and then we will try to answer these. So we'll do this together. It should be easy. Okay, so let's see. Ferry, can you read the first one?
The chocolate cake looks nice.
Perfect. Okay, Arabi.
He seems a bit down.
Good down. Emily, see.
He sounded as if he might cry.
Exactly. And then next one, Ferry.
She looks like she's in a good mood.
Okay, perfect. And Ara?
That sounds like a nightmare.
Exactly. Okay, so for all of you can answer. What is the pattern when an adjective comes after the verb? What is the pattern? So what do you
Maybe looks like and sounds like.
well, looks like, is this a nightmare? Is this an adjective?
No,
No. What's the adjective?
as if
It kind of describes something.
looks nice.
Yeah, this is an adjective. What's
And
another?
down.
And a down, this is an adjective. Up describes where it is, down describes where it is. Okay, so what is the pattern? What do you put? Do you put anything?
So after the verb, we put adjective in the end.
We just put the adjective. So just looks is the verb, after the verb, adjective. Okay, this is the verb, after the verb, adjective. Of course, you can put a bit, very, all of these things. Okay, so you could, this right here is just as a qualifier. It qualifies it. It's a little bit, a lot, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's a good one. What two patterns are possible when a clause is like a sentence or a part of a sentence, comes after a linking verb? That means if it's clause has a noun, a verb,
As if, no.
okay, that's right. The use as if, that's one of them. Because this is a clause. It has a noun, it has a verb, okay? Actually, this is the verb right here. Exactly. And there's another option. There are two patterns.
Like,
exactly. Okay, also, she, and then this is the verb, and this is the object. Okay, so two patterns, as if and like. We already talked about it. And then what is the pattern when a noun comes after the linking verb? A thing, or an object, or an idea.
The last one.
The last one. Okay, so you put like.
Like.
Okay. Because nightmare is a noun. It's not an adjective. It's a thing. So you put like. Okay, so that's this one right here. Okay, so here you have the general idea. Now we're going to do the exercises. Okay, so that we can master this right here. Okay, we'll do it together, and then we'll do a little bit of partner work. But right now we just need to make sure everyone understands. Okay, so let's see. I believe it is Emily's turn.
Oh, are you okay? You looked a bit stressed.
Well, not in the past, just present. Are you okay? So it's
You are looking a bit stressed,
You
or
look.
you look a bit stressed.
You look, yeah. You look. Okay, perfect. And Ferry, number 2.
Are you all right? You you look like you've seen I don't see the end of the sentence.
Oh, really? Let's see. So maybe you can move if you have the
Oh yeah,
the videos.
I can see now.
So
You look like or as
yeah.
if you seen a ghost.
Yes, one of those two. You look as if you've seen a ghost or like you've seen a ghost. They're both correct, I would say. Okay, Ada, number 3.
Okay. Is Julie okay? She sounded disappointed when I spoke to her.
That's correct. She sounded. Okay, perfect. Disappointed, because disappointed is an adjective. Okay, good. Okay, and Emily, 4.
Is Mike all right? And here we can say like he seems a bit down.
Exactly. He seems a bit down. Okay, so looks like you got the general idea here. Okay, let's continue here. Let's continue for this one. Okay. So Emily, what about Ferry? Next one.
Are you okay? You you sound like you have got a cold.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, Ada, 6.
Okay. Are you all right? You look like a bit confused. No, but you look a bit confused.
A bit confused, yes.
Confused, yes.
Good. You look a bit confused. Adjective. Okay, Emily, 7.
Have you seen Anna? She looked so well, so relaxed when I saw her last.
Yeah, she looked so well. Okay, good. And Ferry, last one.
Hi, you you look like you are in a very good mood.
Exactly. Exactly. You look like you're in a good mood. Okay. Look like you're in a good mood. Okay, because yes. Okay. So the basic difference here, since it's not a situation, then it's always like. If it's a situation, like the other one, as if that's a situation. So that one would be, but this one is, you do have a a noun, you do have a verb, okay, and then you do have an object. So it has to be like, but since it's not a situation, okay, then it is only like, okay. Okay.
This is two different sentences. You need to put like. It's only the consequence, only the verb in the base form.
That you look, exactly. You look like you're in a good mood. Okay.
Can I ask you?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, like when we listen to some native speakers, I mean, always when I hear your, it's not really your, but like together your, like it sounds like your or your, and it's really hard to recognize when it's all together you are. How do you really pronounce it?
Well, technically that's a good question. Okay, so it's of course it also depends on people and the accents. Okay, and if people are speaking quickly, it'll sound differently. But typically, if it's okay, like if it's very quickly, Your.
Your.
Like
Your.
Like you're doing well.
You're doing well.
Okay, you're doing well. You're doing well. Okay. Now your, that's more like possessive. Your, that's your brother. How's your brother doing? Typically. Okay, your. Okay, but when you're speaking quickly, it can be how's your brother doing? How's your brother doing?
Your brother.
Okay, how's your brother?
Your.
That's okay, that's correct. But people say, how's your brother doing? Okay, now it would sound weird if it was like, oh, you're happy. You know, you're happy. You are happy. You're happy. Now, this one, if it's alone, be your. If it's in a sentence, sometimes people say your because it's quick. How's your brother doing? But I wouldn't focus too much on that because it changes a lot. It changes a lot, and it's not like a big mistake or a big difference, and people say it differently. So,
You're doing well.
you're doing well. You're in a very good mood. Yeah, you're in a very good mood. That's how I would say it. Okay, so now what we're going to do with our partner, okay, these are the answers to these questions, to these and to these. Okay, so we're going to go with our partner and we're going to see what answer goes with what question. Okay, so for example, let's do the first one together. Are you okay? You look a bit stressed. What's the answer?
Okay.
We can do this one together.
Oh, well, maybe D. I'm really behind with the work and I'm exhausted.
Exactly. So you look stressed. I am stressed. You look stressed. I am. Okay. So that's a good response. Okay. So one is D. So right now we're going to go with our partner. You work together with your partner, do one and one. Okay. And then we will check the answers right here. Okay. So you can join your partner. Oh, and also if you need the PDF, you can find it in the chat. Sorry. Yeah, hi, Ara.
Hi.
All right, great, Ara. So let's do a little bit of work here. Okay, so the question number 2 is, are you all right?
Yes.
Like you.
Number 1, no?
Oh, well, we already did number 1. We.
Number 8. Hi, you look like you're in a very good mood. Yeah, I just found out I got a new job. I'm really pleased.
Okay, so here, pleased. Okay, so here, so let's do this one. Let's do it like this. Okay, so this is okay. This is the question is, are you okay? You look a bit stressed. What is the answer for that?
Okay. I changed that. Okay. Are you okay? Number 1, Are you okay? You look a bit stressed. Yeah, I feel terrible. I think I maybe got flu.
That one's more about sick. It's not about stress.
Bueno, okay. Are you look very stressed? Okay. Okay. I'm really behind with work and I'm exhausted.
Yes, exhausted. Good.
Okay. Exhausted. Are you all right? Well, exhausted is not the word. Okay. Are you all right? You look like you've seen a ghost. Okay. Yeah, I feel terrible. I think I maybe got flu.
Could be, but there's another one that could be. Maybe this one, maybe this one, or
Arjun looks like a girl. Probably A.
If someone looks like a ghost, they are not happy. They're like, you know, like no color in the face.
Yeah. Well, on my way here, I was almost hit by this guy who was driving like an idiot.
That's good, yeah, because your face is
okay.
No color, yes.
F, okay. Is Julie okay? She sounded disappointed when I spoke to her. Yeah, I think she expected to get a better mark as she studied so much.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
Okay. Is Mike all right? He seems a bit down. He's just split up with Joe, and he's quite upset about it.
Can you say Joe?
Joe. Okay. Okay, and are you okay? You sound like you've got a cold. Okay. Yeah, I feel terrible. I think I maybe got flu.
Good.
Okay. Are you all right? You look a bit confused.
Confused.
Confused. Okay. Yeah, I don't understand this. What am I supposed to do?
Good.
Have you seen Anna? She looks so well, so relaxed when I saw her last. Mhm. Yeah, I know. She's so much better after that holiday.
Mhm.
Okay, Bin. Hi, you look like you're in a very good mood.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just found out I've got a new job. I'm really pleased.
Good, good, good. Very nice. So, yep. So that's good. Very, very good. Okay. Now, maybe after in like 10 seconds, we're going to check the answers, and later you will answer these questions with your own ideas. Okay. So think
Okay.
about this. Okay.
Okay. David.
Okay. Ara, did you have a question? No. Okay. 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 Very good. Very good. So right now, let's check this. So let's check this here. Okay. And then we'll move on. Okay. All right. So so read the question and then the answer. Okay. So we already said that D was 1, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. So Ara, can you do the next one, number 2? Okay. So microphone.
Okay. Are you all right? You look like you've seen a ghost.
Ghost.
Letter F. Yeah, well, on my way here, I was almost hit by this guy who was driving like an idiot.
Very good. Very good. Perfect. And Ferry, next one.
Is Julie okay? She sounds disappointed when I spoke to her, and it was H, which is yeah. I think she expected to get a better mark as she'd studied so much.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Julie says she. Good. Okay, Emily.
Is Mike all right? He seems a bit down. And here it's G. He's just split up with Joe, and he's quite upset about it.
That's right. Okay. Back to Ara.
Are you okay? You sound like you got a cold. Letter C. Yeah, I feel terrible. I think I maybe got flu.
Yes, that maybe got flu. Okay.
Are you all right?
Mhm.
You look a bit confused. And E, yeah, I don't understand this. What am I supposed to do?
Yes. Okay, that's 5. That's 6. Okay, very good. And then Emily.
Have you seen Anna? She looked so well, so relaxed when I saw her last. B, yeah, I know. She's so much better after that holiday.
Good. And Ara, next one.
Hi, you look like you're in a very good mood. Good mood. And letter. Letter A. Yeah, I just found out I got a new job. I'm really pleased.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to practice your own answers. Okay, so we're going to do this as a group. This is the way the game works. Okay, the game works like this. You're going to choose one of these, or one of these. Okay, from the exercise. Okay, from exercise 7. And you're going to ask someone in the group. So you can be like, oh, Emily, are you okay? You know, you look a bit stressed. Or you can be, oh, Emily, you look like you're in a in a very good mood. And then you need to respond. Okay, but with your own ideas, not with these ideas here. With your own ideas. Yeah, I know. I'm in a great mood because blah, 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 blah. Okay. All right. So let's let's do this a few times. Okay. So so let's see whose turn is it? Well, let's start with Ara. Okay, you start. Ask the first question. Well, actually, you choose. It doesn't have to be in order. You choose.
Okay. Are you okay, Ferry? You look a bit stressed.
Yes, I feel terrible because I had the night shifts all week.
Oh, yes. Okay, good. Ferry, you ask.
Okay, I ask Ara, is your husband all right? He seemed a bit down.
Yes, my husband is all right. He has a lot of work, but he's very, very well.
Great. And so, Ara, can you ask Emily a question?
Emily is very all right. He seems a bit down.
I think that he seems a bit down because he needs to I don't know, he needs to take the exam, but he got a terrible flu during the last week. That's why he hasn't time to prepare for his exam.
He also hasn't gotten, or hasn't gotten, or hasn't had enough time.
He hasn't had enough time to prepare for his exam.
Okay, very good. Emily, you ask, Emily.
Ara, have you seen your daughter this morning? She looked so well, so relaxed when I saw her last.
Who?
Can
you repeat that question, please?
Yeah, have you seen your daughter this morning? She looked so well, so relaxed when I saw her last.
My daughter.
Daughter.
Okay, daughter. I don't understand. Okay, she looks so well. She has a lot of work, but she feels very well. And she has a good mood. In a good mood. She's in a good mood.
She is in a good mood.
She is a good mood.
She is
because yes, I told.
No, you said she is a good mood. She is in a good mood.
No, she is in a good mood.
Good.
Because she has a new order.
A new order? What do you mean?
Order for anthropology.
Oh, I see. I got actually right. You
I invented.
That's good. We're not going to check. We're not going to check. Okay, very good. Okay, perfect. All right. So just remember, Ara, if there is a question first, you have to answer the question. So it's have you seen your daughter? Have you seen your daughter? You'd be like, yes. Yeah. you know, or something like that. Okay.
Yes, I have seen my daughter very well.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Good. Last one. Ada.
Okay. Uh, is Emily okay? She sounded disappointed when I spoke to her. Very.
Yes, Emily sounds okay. I don't think that Emily sounded disappointing last time.
That's right. Disappointed.
Okay.
Good. Okay, perfect. Okay. And yeah, and that one also just remember to kind of the way these questions are designed, it's almost like we talked about it last time, where it's like two questions in one question. So is Emily okay? And then, you know, she sounded, let's say, yeah, she's okay. I don't think she's upset. You know, so kind of like a yes, no answer first, and then the answer would be the best. But you got this one. You got this one. So it looks good. Okay. So now we're going to develop the conversation. So sometimes part of language is also some quick little responses. Okay. So let's see, Ferry, can you read this purple box?
Okay, we use lots of short expressions to respond to news. Look at these examples from the conversations. Notice how we often ask a question after the response.
Perfect. So let's see. So Emily, you can be C. Okay. And then Ada, you can be R.
Apparently, she's quite ill, and he's just very worried about her.
Oh no, that sounds like a nightmare. What's wrong with her? Is it very serious?
Exactly. So you hear first an exclamation, like, oh no, you know, that kind of shows like empathy. Oh no,
No.
terrible. And then a comment. So it's exclamation, you know, exclamation. Oh, that's terrible. Oh no. Oh, how sad. Oh, awesome. Cool. Okay, all these things. Exclamation, then a comment. That sounds like a nightmare. Oh, I understand. It's very difficult. Blah, blah, blah. Comment. Okay. Then general question. General question. And then kind of like yes, no question. Okay. So like this, of course, it's not necessary. You can just say why. But in the social dynamics, if you say, oh, she's ill and she's very worried. Why? You see, it's not, doesn't flow. It's very short. It's very cold. Yeah, oh no, that's terrible. Oh, what's wrong with her? Is she okay? You know, something like that. So that makes the conversation a lot more dynamic. Okay. So what about number 2? Ferry, can you do B? Okay. And Emily, can you do A?
Okay, I've just found out I can't continue to stay where I am at the moment.
What a pain. How come?
Okay, perfect. So another exclamation. Now, how come is another way of saying why. Okay, so
How come?
but when you say why, it's a little bit like too cold, too strict. For example, oh, I stayed at home today. Why? It's like very strict. Like teacher says, why did you do that? But how come is more diplomatic. How come?
How come? How come?
It's the same as why.
Is that an American way?
British too. Both. We use it a lot. In America, we use it a lot. But in Britain, they use it a lot too. So it's both British and American English.
Mm.
But it's nicer. Why is a little bit too aggressive sometimes. Sometimes. And we use it only, you don't say, how come you are sick? Oh, you can say, how come you are sick? But normally it's, why are you sick? Why are you sick? But if you say, I'm sick, I'm like, oh, that's terrible. Oh, how sad. You know, how sad. Or I just say, how come? How come? I'm sick. How come? Okay, it's a nice way to say why. Okay, good. So now I think we're going to practice this right here. Okay, so let's. Okay. So these are some expressions that you can use right here. Okay, for these situations. Okay, and then we're going to practice. Okay, giving good and bad news. But first, these are some ways, some exclamations. Okay, exclamations right here. Okay, that go in the blank. Okay, choose the correct exclamation, and then we can practice these in a conversation. Okay, so let's go here. Okay, so I'll work with Emily on this, and Ada, you can work with Fairy. Okay. Oh, young student. Hello, young student. All right, so let's see the first one. The first one. I'll do it and then you can answer correctly. I can't drink at the moment. I'm pregnant.
Really? Congratulations. When is the baby due?
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Yes, congratulations. Okay, now the next one. I'm going to Canada to study English.
Wow, that's great. How long are you going for?
Exactly. Okay. Number 3. I'm afraid I can't meet you tonight.
Oh, what a pain. Or what a shame.
Yes, what a shame. Probably that's too bad. Too bad. Yeah. What a shame.
Yeah.
My brother is not very well.
Oh no, I'm really sorry. I hope it's not too serious.
That's correct. Oh no. I've lost my wallet.
Oh no. What a pain. Did it have much in it?
Exactly. Exactly. What a pain. What a pain. It could be what a shame. It could be both. Okay. And last one. I've found my wallet.
Phew. That's a relief. Where was it?
Yeah. You say like phew. Phew.
Phew. Phew.
That's a relief.
That's a relief.
Okay, so right now when we go back, we're going to think of good and bad news. Okay, so think of a few that you're going to practice. So for example, you say, "Oh, my back hurts." What would you say?
Oh no! How come?
How come? Yeah, you can say that. How come? Oh, maybe you say, "Oh no." And maybe you can do it like a comment and then a question.
Oh no, are you sure? You need to visit a doctor.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. But before, are you sure? Yeah, I mean, it could be something like that. But you should, oh no, that's terrible. All right. So let's check this. Let's check this. So let's see the first one. So Emily, you are A and Ara, you're B.
I can't drink at the moment. I'm pregnant.
Oh, microphone. Microphone. So Ara.
Okay. Really? Congratulations. When is the baby due?
2, you are A and Ferry, you're B.
Who be?
No, Ferry is B and you are A, Ara.
Okay. I'm going to Canada to study English.
How long are you going for?
Yeah. And what's the exclamation?
Wow.
Yeah. Wow, that's great. How long are you going for? Good. Perfect.
Okay.
And then Ferry, you're 3A and Emily, you're 3B.
I'm afraid I can't meet you tonight.
Oh, what a shame. Are you sure?
Yeah, good. Good. Okay. And then Emily, 4A and Ara, 4B.
My brother's not very well.
Oh no, I'm really sorry. I hope it's not too serious.
Okay, perfect. Okay, and then Ara, you're A, 5A and Ferry, 5B.
I've lost my wallet.
Oh no, what pain? Did it have much in it?
Exactly, what a pain. Good, okay, and then Ferry, last one.
I have found out my wallet.
Found my wallet, good. And Emily?
Phew, that's a relief. Where was it?
Exactly. Okay, so now we're going to
Phew, what's the meaning?
phew, it's like phew, phew.
Is exclamation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like phew, like, oh wow, okay. Yeah. Okay, good. So now I'm going to give you 1 minute to think of news. Okay, try to get at least 3 good news and 3 bad news. Okay, it can be about, again, it doesn't have to be real ones, it can be fake ones. Okay, like, oh, my hand hurts. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, my daughter, is very stressed. Or it can be good news. My daughter just is getting married. Oh, my mom cooked an awesome dinner for me, or something like that. Okay, and we're going to practice using these. Okay, here we go. So about 30 seconds. Okay. Think of real stories. Also those are good because then we can make it into a conversation. But okay, all right. Okay, so remember here. Okay, for here, we want kind of an exclamation. So someone is going to say exclamation, maybe a comment, open question, yes, no question. Okay. Of course, you don't always have to do this. This is not like, but it's an idea of how to do it. Okay, so right now we're just gonna, so for example, so Ferry, why don't you start? So give 1 piece of news and then Ara and Emily will respond to it.
Okay, so I feel happy. I've got a promotion at my job.
Okay, so Emily, how would you respond that?
Wow, what a news. Congratulations.
Okay, and then you need to put these. So Emily, remember, you want to keep the conversation going.
Hopefully, Your promotion will be the best one.
Okay.
When
Should-
when will you start it?
Yeah. When will you start? That's a good one. Okay.
and I should continue, or
Yeah. And then just answer that one.
I will get a new position in the next month.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sounds nice.
Good. Okay. So now, Ada, you answer the same one, same question, or the same
Okay.
react to the to Fairy's story.
Congratulations, Ferry. What will be your position?
Exactly. Well, and you can always, what you can say there also, just congratulations, Fairy. That's amazing. That's amazing. So it's a comment. That's amazing.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
What will
what will
be your position?
What will your position be? What will your, and then you can
I can say what will be your position. No,
that's not correct.
what will your position be? Okay.
And you cannot then do something like, are you going, are you staying in the same company? In the same company.
Are you staying in the same company?
Or you could say, are you going to be the boss?
Are you going to be the boss?
Exactly.
Okay, are you going to be the boss?
Okay, good. Ferry, how would you respond to this?
Okay. Yes, I will be CEO in the same company.
Wow, that's awesome. You are, I'm sure you'll get a lot of money from it. Okay, so here, and the point with all of this, just a side point, the important thing here is in a conversation, sometimes you want to give the other person more time to think. If it's like, that's great, tell me, where are you moving? Or something like that. Okay. Then it's like too quick, but you have to be like, hey, congratulations, that's amazing. I'm really, really happy for you. Let me ask you a question. Are you staying in the same company, or do you have to move? So then like that Fairy has time to think of his answer, and then he
Okay.
so that's okay. So now so Ada, you tell us your news.
Okay, I'm very glad because my daughter is getting married.
Okay, Fairy.
That's a great news. And do you know the date when your daughter will be married?
No, I don't know. Probably it's going to be the next year.
Oh, wow. Okay, perfect. And then
That's great. You have a lot of time to schedule your wedding.
It's not a lot of time because 1 year is enough. It's not enough.
okay, good. And Emily, how would you respond to this news?
What news? Congratulations, Ara. And when your daughter's boyfriend proposed to her?
When did your
Okay.
or you could
He proposed her in a rooftop.
great. So oh sorry, where did you say, where or when, Emily?
When
When
your daughter's boyfriend proposed to her?
Or just actually
sorry, he proposed her
proposed to her.
last week.
Okay, good. So just a quick, when did your daughter's boyfriend, you could just say propose. When did he propose?
When did
So here you don't need to say to her. You don't need.
Can I say make proposal?
Make a proposal. Yeah, but that's more like on a business side. I'd like to make a proposal. It's more like a business side. But to propose is, yeah, like the more like a romantic for marriage.
But I mean, if it's incorrect, like when your daughter's boyfriend proposed to her.
So this one goes in the past. The second one doesn't go. Only one changes to the past. When did you play? Not when did you played.
No. But I mean, if I don't use like did, if I use like, usually they write like in the movies, for example, when your daughter's boyfriend proposed to her. I mean, without did.
That's typically it's did. It's like when did. When did you? When your boyfriend proposed? No, that's not. Maybe they in slang people say a lot of things that are not correct in movies, but typically it's if it's an action verb, did. Not people say you play football, and that's okay, but technically it's do you play football? But people say play, oh, you play football? Oh, cool. You like to sing? That's okay. That's slang. But technically if it's an action, it's do, and in the past it's did. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Good. Okay. And did your daughter's boyfriend propose? Good. Perfect. Okay.
He proposed her last week in a rooftop.
Yes. Good. So
He
here
proposed last week to her.
In here, you already know it's to her. So it's better,
No?
It sounds better if you say he proposed last week.
Only. Okay.
Yes,
He proposed last week.
He proposed last week. Yep. Okay.
Proposed last week
And then
in a rooftop.
yes.
Their dog had a scarf in his neck, and in the scarf said, do you want to marry that?
Do you want to marry me?
No, marry daddy. That marry daddy.
Oh, you want to marry daddy? Do you want to marry daddy? Oh, okay. I see. Because he does want to. Yeah. I get it. So remember, on a rooftop.
On a rooftop
in
LA,
in the city, on a rooftop. Okay.
In his apartment.
So another
on a rooftop in his apartment.
In his apartment, yeah. And then you can say, "Oh wow, that sounds like a very original proposal. I'm sure." Yeah, great idea. I'm sure your daughter enjoyed it a lot. Okay. You can say, and then continue with another one. Were there many people, or was it private, or something like that? Okay, good. And so the important thing is to keep the conversation going. Okay, and give. So now it's Emily's turn.
Okay. I heard in Thailand happened the earthquake.
Okay. I heard there was an earthquake in Thailand. Okay, Ferry.
What a pain to hear that. There must be people that suffers injuries. Where did you read this accident or news?
Yeah, this piece of news or this story, this news.
I heard it on the radio.
I heard on the radio.
A lot of people lost their homes.
Yes, yeah. That's terrible. We'll have to pray for those people. Okay, or then you can ask, hey, do you know someone there, or do you have any, or something like that. Okay, so just remember, if you talk about something in the past, there must have been. As must is the auxiliary, and then it's in the past. So have been. There must have been people who suffered injuries because the earthquake happened in the past. Okay. Now, Ara, what would you
Must
say?
have been. When, oh, that's terrible. When was happen?
When did it happen?
When did it happen?
Oh, it happened a few years ago. Actually, I invented it like as a bad news for our conversation, but it's very common thing that happens in Thailand.
Yeah, good. So you could say something also like this. A good way to ask two questions in one. When did it happen? Was it recently? So you see, it's
Was it recently?
was it recent?
Okay.
Exactly. Okay, exactly. So these are always sometimes when you ask questions, you can ask it too. Like, oh, what did you do this weekend? Was it fun? Or where did you go? Where did you go? Did you travel or did you stay in Moscow? Okay, so always all these ways that you can have dynamic conversations. Okay,
Mhm.
awesome. So with that said, okay, now you need to enjoy the weekend. That's the most
Yeah.
important thing.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so
So-
much.
So have a great weekend,
Have a
and
great
Bye,
weekend.
guys.
I'll
you
see you next
Enjoy
week.
it.
Enjoy.
Bye.
Thank you. See you on Tuesday.
See you on
Thank
Tuesday.
you.
Bye. Bye.
See you.
Bye.